No mic, Slim.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Redskins.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Okay.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone.
Somebody clapped this.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 17.
Hold on, bro. I got motherfuckers. I got discipline from that ass whipping we took last week. Welcome to the NFL, young buck. Damn, bro. I can't even get a motherfucking. I can't even get a minute to get. All right, you got it. You connected with the commissioner, man. Let me. I'm not gonna say nothing. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
Fresh set of downs here. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw them struggle last week, guarantee they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Back to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dance into his left. Open space inside the 10.
Run, bro.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard
run.
run.
Over there, man.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way.
Your side,
Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
In the red zone this time. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've been surprising this year. I'm not expecting to get any kind of pass rush out of you, Trent. You've been a pleasant surprise.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Got him.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case.
Hold on. Fuck you. Fuck that. Hold on. Make sure he in there from there. Eddie! Eddie! Why is y'all moving so slow, man? Come on, man. That's all right.
Looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
You producing all day. I'm going to keep you in there, Eddie. Eddie.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays in the wrong direction.
I love it when the plan come together, Eddie.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Jelani.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Go, Jelani.
Oh. Make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Not you. Funny. Thought you was getting something here.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Oh, boy.
Pride in their performance.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You had a
now,
good
look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
I know we wasn't playing on 11 nothing yet this year. Fuck that. Ooh. Ooh.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Yeah. Got him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Hold the ball.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings
Cornerback,
back,
dog. What is the purpose of you being a 6'2", 6'3" fucking wide receiver, man?
It came in, made the contact.
I wasn't a safety or a linebacker to hit you, champ. I gotta drop on some possession type shit, man. I might as well get motherfucking small receivers.
In at the 11.
Pop that motherfucker, man.
A little juke.
Oh.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the
Great
Cowboys will
fucking
take over the football with a 1st and
No
10.
more
Here's
points,
the Dallas
brother.
offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road.
We got Colton Liston be out there, man.
Maybe they did some of that.
We're going to try to take it over the top one time.
Play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it
Got
go.
him.
He rifles one that's
Eddie!
intercepted. Eddie Jackson.
Eddie!
And some room to work.
Eddie! I'm so glad I kept you in there, Sean. It's all right. Come on, dog.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You outplayed your guy, man. That's all the fuck I got. Love it.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
Uh-oh. 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 That boy is electric. That boy is electric. That boy is fucking electric, man.
A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. I see you, boy.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. To throw.
The whole purpose of you being a mobile quarterback, buddy, if you can't get in there. Let's go.
Washington.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
His 11th touchdown.
Absolutely, bro.
And the Redskins are
there
an
you
extra
go.
point away from tying this thing up.
Welcome to the season,
It's
fella.
good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Welcome back, I should say. My ass is motherfucker. We got a Brazilian last week.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. What a spin.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
And some room to roam now.
Oh.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point try by Bailey.
As soon as we do something good, we lay down. I know y'all not ready yet, man.
And
One more off
it's
season,
now a
we're
14-7 ball game.
Perennial contenders, man. But I'm gonna coach the shit out of y'all. Y'all, we going to the Super Bowl, man. With the B squad. We gotta stop dumbass mistakes like that, bro. Man. We can't do that shit. When did the trade deadline up? I need one impact player on both sides of the ball. Man.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Speed returning kicks.
And
That don't tell you
to
all you
about
need
the
to know.
19-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hold the fort, man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's second down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Somebody need to put that punt motherfucker in the hospital, man.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Set. Green, 39. Green, Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh my God, we ain't thrown it, young man.
Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown,
Wide open.
Cowboys.
There we go.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Your career on the line, man.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that one wasn't my fault. That was
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
Really 4 big plays.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Look at this.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
Let's get on the board. How about that, fellas? Get on the board.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Get on the board.
Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Get on
A pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
How about that?
On third down, it's
Oh,
Fletcher.
man.
And this one's going to go the wrong way,
Fuck this,
losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Y'all nuts right now.
All right, here we go. Good, good.
Fuck is y'all nuts right? Let's go.
Back to throw here.
Oh, wide open. I saw you. I saw you. My bad. Oh, my
Jay
God.
Gruden's
It's me,
guys
man. It's me.
unable to convert on fourth down. And
It's
this
on me.
defense will take over
Wide the
right
fuck
at midfield.
I'm staring down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That's what you wanted them. I didn't want them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Here we go. Back to the watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ooh.
Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, fellas. Bail me out, bro.
Looking to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Here we go. 3-19.
Oh my God.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
Had the angle.
In the final
And then the motherfucker
seconds of
just
the first half.
run
And
into the block.
Cowboys will add on to their
No problem.
lead.
Linebackers with
That's a lead that
96
excites
awareness.
a team as they head into
Had the
half.
outside
Good way to
coverage.
finish things
Want
off.
to cut
Yeah, able to
into
extend that
the
lead,
fucking
and you
block.
always say it. That can totally change the
That's
complexion of half
totally
number 2.
fucking.
Yeah, it changes your
I guess
morale,
it's the
changes
momentum.
your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they
Now
decide
we
to
getting
kind of
railroaded
sweep
again.
kick or what they're going to
Shit
do on the
just kept
kickoff.
going down
Because you
here.
don't want to give up a big
We will
play
make a
right
change at
before the half
quarterback, man.
ends.
If we won't come back, man.
That's
This-
fielded in the end zone.
I'm
Look at
playing for your
Washington
job,
as they
man.
come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and
We
that's
pretty
it?
much
And
gotta
I
be
think in
perfect.
this situation, that's the proper play.
I'm gonna tell you my
But we
shit.
do know there's some risk
But you
takers
gotta be
out there
perfect,
that may
man.
want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Completely perfect.
Hurry up. Here we go. Good. All right, here we go. 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this
Hell of a
first
half,
half.
man.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be
Middle
taken
ball.
in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start.
All right, let's do it. Why wait? Why wait? Fuck it. Put him on the bench. Let him think about the fucked up first half he had. Come on, Osweiler. You've been looking for a job. Give you a chance to earn one.
They run the counter now on first down.
Nice audible, bro.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now they try the right side here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Cover 3. Shutting down 7 offensive linemen.
10 yards still left on second down.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A first throw for the backup Osweiler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles Tapper. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Here we go now. Blue liner.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Single slot. Now let's go. Green, 30. Gun. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
All right, here we go.
Now Elliott, spinning away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to put.
Under pressure, they got him again. Charles Tapper in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go. Back in that Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go.
The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, it's Fletcher. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Now let's go.
One last shot for Osweiler. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Norris. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.